All right, so I can see straight off the bat here, there seems to be, overall, it looks like a bit of a battle between head and heart. So let's see. So now for the history, this covers the history section. So this will be either with you, in your own personal capacity throughout your relationship history, or it could be to do with this person that is currently in your life. So it depends. Some of you may be just starting. Some of you may already be married or in a long-term commitment. Just apply it to your situation. Some of you may be newly into this. So just apply the information that comes through here. But it's saying that in the past, through your history, you had North Node, Life's Purpose, and you had Artemis Guardian. So this will have been, with the colors represented here, this will have been about building your foundations, your security, and using your creative skills as well, but also building up your confidence and your will, but certainly the root chakra and sacral chakra would have been important. So now we've got North Node, Life's Purpose. So this would have been aspects of your life up until this is the recent past. So this would have been history. You would have had a few doors opening for you. You would have been concerned with getting onto your path or following your path, your life purpose, working on that. It may have been sort of all consuming, to be quite honest, with the North Node. This is powerful. This is powerful changes, powerful. It's almost like being right place, right time, moving, following a specific path, but there would have been some sort of shift or change in your history which has pushed you onto your path. Now, this may have been related to a number of situations. It could have just been you busy working on your career or following a specific path, as I said, or it could have been related to you and your partner, your person, and they may have been a catalyst for you, or played a part in some way, shape, or form. But essentially, that is what you have been busy with in your history. And this may have been, you may have had a few turning points along the way, but you would have had good karma with you, positive karma, a few turning points or a few epiphanies, something where you would have been shifted in some way, shape, or form into a path which is suitable for you. There would have been destiny involved. So whatever went down, however it happened, whatever has been your history with or without your person, however it relates to you, there would have been some sort of element of fate and destiny involved here. For Artemis Guardian, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So you may have been concerned with this previously, where this has been about just sending out a request or some sort of prayer to the universe, to God, to your angels, to whatever, your spiritual team, concerned about your loved ones. So this could have been family, it could have been children if you have children, or just people in general, or, as I said, your loved one, concern for them, and hoping that they have been, would be all right, or that there may have been issues that they were dealing with. But really what this message would have been for you is to focus on your own love and light and sharing that outwards in the world. So it depends on your path in life, what it is that you set out to do, but you would have been asked to do that. And this is basically being there in some capacity for others, like a rock or a supportive influence, or just bringing in that quiet steadiness that people require, or guidance, or just a loving presence in other people's lives. So it's spreading your particular brand of magic, whatever is magical for you, whatever is your talent, your skills, your abilities, and so on. You would have been asked to spread that around and actually focus on sharing that. So it would have been very much about fulfilling your life's purpose and actually getting on mission or following a particular a path. Now, as I said, this may have occurred within your relationship. Perhaps you've had a long-term commitment and you've been working on that. This person may have been a catalyst or sort of on your path with you for a certain period of time, or you may have had to leave certain aspects of your life behind in order to get on to your purpose. So when we say history or the past, it really depends on, how how far back you are looking. This is the recent past. So I would say this could have been probably a year or maybe slightly less than that, or maybe further back, depending on your situation. But this would have been, you may have reached a point in your life where you would have had to leave certain things, or to, to be shifted from certain things onto a different path. And there may have been a realization or some kind of, sort of turning point involved. And that may have happened more than once, but certainly you would have felt guided. There would have been divine intervention, right place, right time. That is what would have occurred in the past. So now we have here, this is for the recent past, Nementona, Sacred Space, and Scorpio, I Transform. So I feel for this, once you moved out of this, you now went into a period of transformation. So as I said, somebody may have been a catalyst for you to get onto your life purpose, onto your life path. Now this unfolds with time. The year 2020 was a very transformative year for most people. Many, many things occurred, and they are still occurring, and with some intensity even now. So you would have been in the recent past through a period of connecting to divinity, or connecting to your spiritual side, or your deeper knowledge, or divine wisdom, or just to your creator, or to your angels, or whatever it is that you relate to. Your God, whatever is your go-to whenever you need to connect to the divine, and through whatever method. But Nementona is all about creating a sacred space for yourself, for your partnership, for your partner, or during the process of coming together, getting connected. And it says here, create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So you may have done this. You may have either, created a space in your home in which to do this, or you may have gone on sort of the odd trip or the odd journey to visit certain places, just to connect to a more powerful presence. Now you can do that in your home obviously, but it also may have been some sort of trip may have been sort of purposeful for you. But it's all about creating a sacred space within yourself, connecting to the divine, but also for your person or with your relationship, creating a sacred space around your relationship. That may have come in as well. With Scorpio, I Transform, this would have been some sort of power struggle, or some sort of transformative energy, or a cycle ending and a cycle beginning. It is the transformative energy, but this could also have been things rising up from the deep. And this may very well have been your spirituality. You may have had an epiphany, which could have come in with this North Node life's purpose. As I said, this person that you are connected to may have been influential in that. But certainly you've been through a transformative phase. And this is transforming the darker side, the fears, whatever you've been harboring underneath, or whatever has been hidden, will have risen to the surface to be aired, to be looked at, and then released and transformed into something positive. Okay. So there could have been a few power struggles, whether that's within yourself, tackling these internal fears, and issues that may have all been coming up, or just dealing with power struggles around you. That could also have happened. And you may have needed to retreat to a sacred space, whether this is your own home, or a place within your home, or to go into some sort of area or place, or visit a building, or even in nature that is powerful, just to connect to something larger than yourself, to be alone, to be in your own space, but also to create this internal power place. That is what Nementona is about. So through this transformative phase, you may have need to do this on a regular basis, just to keep yourself together, and to deal with these very powerful changes, and maybe a few internal struggles that may have gone on. But it's also, beginnings and endings. So something will have ended and something will have begun. And I feel it's the connection to your higher self, hearing your higher self. You may not have been hearing it in your long, previous earlier in your life. You may not have been that connected, but something has pushed you onto your path, and that's what you're doing. You're reconnecting in some way, and finding a deeper purpose. And certainly Scorpio energy is very much about that. It's also about the death of something. So it could have been the death of ego, or it could have been the death of fears, the death of old experiences which have shaped you. Whatever the experiences may have been, it could have been been with you and your partner going through different things in your relationship, or it could have been you on your own prior. It depends. But things would have bubbled up. Things would have come up to be dealt with. Things in your environment even. As I said, this past year, 2020, was a very transformative year. So this would have been quite a common theme for a lot of people, but you would have been going through it in your own way, in your own time, and in your own space. But it can also have been, as I said, the death of something, or the birth of something, or the rebirth of something. And this is all about, it can also be, the birth of an idea, or the birth of this connection that you're now developing, creating the sacred, space for yourself and for your person, or in your relationship. But also, getting in touch with that deeper side of yourself, listening, as I said. So you may have been meditating, you may have been doing things that connect you to the divine in some way. This can be any kind of activity. It can be walking meditations. It can be spending time in nature. It can be art. Anything like that can connect you to the divine. But it's also about regeneration or rebirth. So you maybe have been undergoing a rebirth, some sort of like going from one phase into another, and it's almost like the caterpillar becoming the butterfly. It's that transformative process. That's what you would have been going through in the recent past. It can also have been connected to financial issues. You may have been dealing with that in some way, shape, or form. And also sexuality comes in with this. So this could have been, you may be going through a regeneration, or some kind of, you may have just retreated to get in touch with deeper aspects of yourself. And this will have, this is kind of, may have taken a back seat, or it has experienced a resurgence, or some kind of renewal or regeneration. Perhaps you're coming into a deeper understanding, a deeper wisdom about certain aspects to do with sexuality, death, rebirth or birth, endings and beginnings, cycle shifts, things like that. All of this may have come up. You may, as I said, you may have been dealing with a few heavy emotions as well, things that you may have suppressed in the past, and that's coming up. It would have come up to be aired. Okay. So now we move to the present moment. I've got most of the cards for the present, because this is where all your decisions are made. You don't make your decisions from the past or in the future. You do them in the present moment. So you have hindsight, and then you aim for something, but you make your decisions in the present moment. So we've got present. We've got Guinevere, true love, and the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So it speaks for itself. This is the advent of a new love, or the flowering of a love, or it could be the renewal or the regeneration of a love. Something that is really quite this is special. This is unique. It could be soulmate related, or it could be twin flame, depending on your situation and what you align yourself to. But this is something deep and very important and close to your heart. So this is a true love. This is also, it could also be that you are opening yourself up to true love. And this is also universal. Love is the fabric of the universe. Everything is made with love, created from love. It's our human experience which kind of muddies the waters there. So it's about reconnecting to that, opening yourself up to receive love. You may have given it in the past, or you may have, had issues with that, but this is about opening up to true love, also love of yourself. And also it's saying that possibly your romantic needs have not been met previously. And this is your responsibility. It's not the other person's responsibility. It's your responsibility to bring that into your relationship. Whether you've been with this person for a long time or it's new, just apply it to a situation. But it's your happiness is your responsibility. And opening yourself up to true love and being open to that, open to receiving, is a wonderful thing. And this is why you've been grappling, I think, with fears and things like that, and dealing with perhaps old emotions or things that need to go now. It's about welcoming this lovely energy into your life, because it really can transform your life. As I said, it's the fabric of the universe. Love is all you need. So it's about welcoming that and being brave and accepting that into your life. And this, with the sixth house routine, the sixth house deals with aspects of, it's also work workplace related and colleagues and mastery of your craft and all of that. But it is also about your health, your diet, your lifestyle, and your your sort of daily routines and so on. So whatever has occurred, however this is coming in for you, it's going to transform this in some way, or this house is being impacted in some way in the present moment. And you may just have to tap into this love energy, because you may be going through a few things in your sixth house. You may be changing your routines, or perhaps your work life is undergoing something, or something is occurring there. But I feel it is also to do very much with your own personal lifestyle choices, how you live your life, and perhaps welcoming this new person or this love energy into your daily routines. This is bringing romance into your life. This is being open to that. So it's a lifestyle change. It's a concept that you have to tap into, that feeling of love, that feeling of being receptive. And this will transform various aspects of your life. It will transform your connection to your body, to your health, to your. It will uplift your energy, welcoming this love energy, and it will uplift your life. It will uplift your daily routines. It will carry you through a great many things. It can also be, as I said, work related, but it's about your lifestyle and how you want to live your life and your daily routine. So this is going to affect this in some way, shape, or form. Just as I said earlier, just be careful that your head doesn't rule your heart. Okay, because this is focusing in the present moment, and you want to do that. You want to do that, to be in the present moment, because you make your best decisions from there. Okay, and don't allow yourself to get caught up with your daily routines or your work life to overshadow your ability to accept this love into your life. Don't allow don't become, like workaholic tendencies, that sort of a tendency coming in. Don't allow that to overshadow your life. You must have balance. And this is where the health, diet, and the lifestyle comes in, which is the other aspect of this. This is serving yourself, serving, your daily routines, looking after yourself. And you want to keep things in balance. And you want to be able to welcome this into your life so that your work life doesn't overwhelm, or your lifestyle is balanced. And I feel that is where you need to be with this energy. As I said to you earlier, with possibly with this Nematona sacred space, you may still be in that a little bit. And this is why it's asking you to open up to love, to true love. We've got the Hermit. Find or be a mentor. Take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. So I feel this is why this has been activated for you. Okay. There's some aspect of your life which is requiring this to be brought in. It's contemplation, it's meditation, and it needn't be, meditation as in sitting in sort of that deep trance state for X amount of time a day. That is ideal and that is wonderful, but you can also meditate in a moving meditation. So this can be any kind of exercise. It can be walking, it can be a handcraft, it can be painting, it can be anything which is repetitive and keeps your attention in the present moment. Some repetitive action. Some people like to cook. Some people like to draw. Some people like to, do handcrafts. Some people like carpentry. Whatever it is, it's something that you're doing repetitively. It's a repetitive motion, and it allows your mind to just slip into that meditative state. And then you will get your information, you will get your connection, and you will get intuitive guidance about things. But it is about connecting to that. It's about opening that up within yourself. And, love will do that for you. Love will open you up to many things, but I feel you need to just spend a bit of time connecting to that so that you can welcome this energy into your life, and bring this, and cement this down. So find ways and routines, or perhaps join groups, or follow certain things, or do a bit of reading, research, do whatever it is that you can to to bring this into your life. Take a break from society. I feel that you may be doing that. You may be focused on just a few areas of your life, perhaps work or your health and your diet. And this is about your internal well-being. And you may just need to take a bit of a break, as it says here, and spend time focusing on that. And building up your inner strength and building up your inner spirituality. It's not necessarily religious at all. Spirituality is quite a different thing. This is about connecting in your own way to the divine. Your church is within you. So it's not, you can go to a power place, or you can go into nature and connect to the divine, very quickly and easily. And, that will assist you. So do whatever is right for you. It can be gardening even, something that you enjoy, which keeps you in the present moment and allows you to just relax and go with the flow. That's very much this energy. And this is why you have the surrender here as well. There's surrender to the true love, surrender to the love energy, to this love, and surrender to this need to connect on a spiritual basis. No one else need know. It can be a purely private and special thing that you do in your own way. Nobody else need be involved. It's purely your private and particular method. But there is some sort of surrender involved here. You need to surrender. As I said, I feel you need to have balance here. You need to have balance between your daily routines, your working life, and any sort of perfectionist tendencies may come in here as well. You need to manage that and allow this energy to come in, because it will transform your life.